It's just picked and locked in, so there you have it. What do you think about this draft?
Well, Jin Air Greenwings composition has a very mid-game.
Have any buffs? There's the flash, but an immediate follow-up flash. He needs that blasting plant. He gets over the wall. MT's still on the chase, though, and here comes Kuzan, and with no flash here for score. That's going to be first blood given over to Kuzan in the mid lane.
And that's a really big pickup as well. He has the Dark Seal, so he's going to get some nice stacks on that. Look at how hurt Pawn is. Kuzan shoving in mid. A little bit surprising to see that Umti doesn't actually just stay and further.
I think that's going to do it. Yeah, there it is. Just barely. The last or the second to last tick on that Ignite gets him in mid. That heal and the flash coming out. The heal of Teddy will give him the speed and forces that Stand United just barely. He's going to flash forward and get the taunt, and that is going to punish Teddy at the very last second. He's actually on the edge of that ward.
Oh, we're going to see a flash over.
Yeah, same thing. They were watching the last series. Here we go. MT able to pick up that kill. Actually wanted to go hunting, but he sets up that kill. A bit of a gank up here in top. You're going up against some Nautilus. Actually, trying to dodge the bolas does mess that up, and it looks like he will be taken out here. You can see the flare of, at the same time, Infernal Drake being taken, so they trade the kill. Developed forward, the flash forward from Snowflower. He wants a kill, forces the flash out of Mata. Here comes Ixu from the right side. Immediate knockup on the depth, and look at that burst damage. Big shockwave, but it doesn't do all that much. And the last hit, it gets Mata in the back, just barely. Max range curtain call to this one. They get the taunt onto MT. He doesn't have his QSS anymore. He used it. Oh, he just barely jumps the wall. Are they going to go for the flash forward from score into the brush? And he does pick up the kill. And now he's going on a Snowflower, and he does have red, but he went a little bit too far. Here's the teleport from Smeb, who's going 1v3, is able to pick up that kill. And it looks like KT actually may be able to turn this around. No, Kuzan able to take out Malzahar. Flash forward from Pawn, and just barely enough to take him out. And he finally.
The never-ending be able to have that buff for the entire game. Snowflower taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like that will be the kill. Standing that it comes out onto Pawn. Well, they're going to attempt to make their move on in here.
This is a huge gamble. If they lose this with bottom lane being the position that it's in, it's catastrophic.
They want to engage here. Pawn getting extremely low depth. He gets knocked up, and he's going to go down. Can they get anything else off the back of this? They pick off Deft and control ward in there.
If Jin Air lose this Baron with how these lanes look.
Oh boy, Pawn, he gets caught, and he wanted Snowflower, but it's not enough. And now Mata's going to go down to Teddy once again. And that's going to be 2 kills going down, and that's Pawn and half health. This is going down extremely fast.
They can't stop it.
They can't stop it. This is going to go over to KT. Nobody's close enough. There's the curtain call. Can they slow anyone down enough to pick up some kills on the back line? They get score. No root, though, out of Zyra. And Shockwave doesn't hit anything. They're going to lock down Ixu in the back. Meanwhile, curtain call coming out. Mata eating a lot of damage. Ixu still very much healthy here, but they are able to pick up Kuzan, who gets just a little bit too over-aggressive. And now they're getting onto MT. Can they actually get the kill? There comes the QSS. So they're able to take out Kuzan, and all 5 members of KT once again do live. So now they begin their push in the top lane.
KT now, they're going to drive these Baron minions into the heart of Jin Air. As Jin Air, they're out of fuel right now. A lot of them are on cooldown. Although Teddy
picks him off, and a lot of the other KT members are very low. Can't flash forward and get the crit. Hold that thought. There's going to be a huge root onto Pawn. He's going to get caught again. Down he goes, the curtain call. And so far, I mean, that's like time number 3 or 4 that he's been taken out here. And this means that Jin Air can now push on to this mid inhibitor.
Oh, score though.
He gets locked up too. Kuzan's going really deep as well. Deft is getting extremely low back there. Looks like he will just barely survive somehow. But there you go. That's going to be the inhibitor given over to Jin Air. Has that home guard walking up in the front. He's really meaty. Here comes Score. He wants to smite it. He gets it. He gets it somehow. He may pay for it with his life, though. Getting extremely low. The redemption heals him up. Bit of a shockwave there. Knocks Ixu in the back. but down goes Score. Ixu going really, really deep for this one. Smeb getting extreme low. Ixu finally goes down. They catch Death, but it looks like Kuzan was the one who caught himself. But look at this, KT member's extremely low. They may be able to end this one. Smeb, though, with the Guardian Angel, does come back. Will not be rooted here by Teddy, but look at this KT. They're on the run. They do not want to fight here.
They have to be so careful right now, but also they traded Elder Drake for Baron, but the problem is that the Elder Drake is already almost halfway gone.
It's only on 3 members as well, compared to the 4 Baron enhanced members of this one. Teddy coming in, and that's going to be the end of that turret. Okay, here comes Score, though. Let's see if he can engage with that Orianna Shockwave. Waiting until the last moment. And it looks like they're going to let this one go down. In comes the Stand United. It's a little bit too late. Are they going to fight this one? The lockdown onto Ixu. Into the arrow. Does have those Merc Treads, so it's not the longest stun, but getting picked off eventually. But in comes Kuzan. He's going deep. Redemption comes out, but look at how much burst damage he's able to do. Down goes Deft, and down goes Mana. Pawn with no mana, barely any health left either. And it looks like Jin Air might actually be able to win this one. They're pushing it in. In comes Smeb and Score, trying to make the hero defense. Can they actually do it? Doesn't look like they can. Teddy able to kite this one, able to lock up Smeb, trying to get that kill, and just barely they will. Pawn with no mana here, not going to be able to defend, and that's going to be game number 1. Going over to the Jin Air Greenwings.
And KT Rolster go down in the series, and Jin Air have to be feeling such a confidence booster. Taking game number 1 here, and also the way in which they did it was also very uncharacteristic. So I feel like Jin Air Greenwings are going to find themselves with 2 very good lanes, and a lot of pressure is...
And it looks like he might be able to... No, Score's going for it. That rep buff, he wants that slow. In comes Pawn. One more will do it. First blood goes over to Score. On in here, ultimate used. There is the equalizer, but totally dodged here. He's dodging everything. He's not getting hit by any of Rumble's skills. Will he go down there? No auto attack out of Smeb, and that will be a kill. Going over to Cannon.
Be here, and he's not going to get the intel from UMT early enough.
Oh, there's the equalizer too, slowing him down. That's going to be way more than enough to take him out. Nice setup by the KT top and jungle. On over, there's the blasting plant of T and a real amount of hurt here. There comes the equalizer trying to slow him down. He's burning, he's getting really low. In comes Smeb, and there's the collateral damage, able to take him out, going really deep for this one. Smeb will pay for it with his life, but here comes Kuzan onto Pawn. Pawn will parkour that wall, now trying to get onto Score. There is that ignite, just needs a little bit more damage. There's the double kill. Will he continue going in? No, he's just going to be okay with the 2 kills.
So it's a 2 for 2 in
down here, totally ignoring Kuzan. Gonna parkour the wall, and in he jumps on the chase. MT just can't get away. You're not running away from a Talon. Not in that part of the map. They're looking for Ixu. And of course we have Smeb down here as well. Ixu has to pull off the magical escape, exhaust, wild growth. Everything is gonna be used here except the... Well, actually, a lot isn't used here. Neither the equalizer nor the collateral damage come out. And so, do anything about this. His 2 members just recalled back. Looks like UMT's going to have to be the hero. Teleport coming in. Look at Kuzan. He gets totally bursted down. He tries to flash the wall and flashes towards Deft. But at least that stops the Baron, I suppose. Pawn's going in here. He's going 1v2. Has that wild growth. Down goes... Actually, Nami here, trying to get on top of Teddy. Deft is doing so much damage. Down goes Ezreal. And they do pick up a bunch of kills here. Is Ixu actually going to go for that one? I don't believe he should, or that he would. We were talking about where lesser teams might get caught out in that situation. Teddy, he misses his arcane shift over the wall, and he will be taken out. And that's going to be, I mean, we're getting later in this game. This is already 32 minutes in, so that's a 52-minute, or rather second, death timer here for Teddy.
Brendan, don't spoil the script. 52 minutes. Don't give it away.
Well, Snowflower decides he's had enough. He's like, okay, well, I sacrificed my life to change the script. Here comes the mid turret going down. And that should be mid inhibitor. Will they push in anymore? is the question. Deft is getting a little bit out of control right now on this Cog Mall.
And it looks like KT might just actually get mid inhibitor and bot inhibitor and then back off and get the Baron if they want to be ultra safe. But if Kuzan, or Ixu would be willing to donate their life, I mean, KT probably wouldn't hesitate.
40-minute.
Yeah.
That's where the game really begins for Jin Air. Okay, Kuzan, he
Well,
gets caught out.
is that what you called that?
Yeah, that's the way. Deft's still going in there, has to flash the tidal wave. He's fine to do that. And there's the equalizer. Look at all those super low members of Jin Air. They can't get by. They're trapped.
That was a pretty funny interact. I've never seen someone flash and then instantly die on an equalizer. It's actually a first.
Yeah, burn it up. Okay, they're actually going to end this one before 40 minutes. Down they go. Jin Air is going to be pressed hard to recreate their Game 1 experience. Smeb going to make his KDA a little bit less. Down goes the Nexus, and KT takes game number 2.
They take game number 2 off of a versus the Nautilus, and now KT responding with Victor. So going yet again with a risky right here. And
uses that smite. Can he land the Sonic Wave? He's going to flash forward for the red, and being rooted by Mata. That's going to be an easy first blood given on over to score. Meanwhile, Deft is going 1v2 here. He takes out Snowflower. Unbelievable. Look at that smirk, too. Oh, man. Oh, here we go again. So close to going down the flash forward. Mata picks up another kill for KT. This is already getting out of hand.
Chunk.
Well, looks like just everybody in bot lane for Jin Air is going,
oh man.
Well, that's Deft for you guys. And Rengar, MT was coming down, but that looks like he may make his way towards mid, but you're talking about being defensive in mid. Well, hold that thought. Score. Snowflower sticking around. I guess he just didn't expect the Lee Sin to be there as well.
Water break.
Okay, here we go again, and this is beginning to get a little bit ridiculous. Everybody is going to be collapsed on now. Snowflower goes down. Teddy just disappears.
That's the alley-oop, and Teddy and Snowflower, they're in the driver's seat, but they do have the scaling. MT trying to make something happen with the Stand United. They might pick up Smeb.
Yeah, looks like they will. Nice pickup there. Really reacted to that one very, very quickly. An immediate call for just Rengar to jump in.
Oh
well, boy.
Score. Wow, that damage.
Okay, the Thunderlords too. Oh, there's the Q for the follow-up, making him 4-0-1. He's already hitting like a truck.
He gained earlier on is going to be even further accelerated by that. Deft actually got locked up, half HP'd.
Oh, look at this on the right side. We caught the tail end of that. Score came up behind MT. Zyra or a Malzahar would take away some of the aggressive potential. Doesn't really do the same against the MF. But here we go. The Baron is getting low at about a third of its health, and MT is going in. Deft get extremely low. They burst him down. And can Jin Air actually convert off of this one? Trying to get that last hit on a Score, and he actually does thread the needle and do it. Now Smeb's on the run. Everybody from KT is on the run. And will they get that second kill? They do. And Jin Air Greenwings, off the back of Umti and Kuzan essentially spending everything, are able to take out Deft and convert into 2 kills. And now they're going for the Baron.
They have to be really careful here, though. Lee Sin, one of the best Baron Steel champions. And Pawn get locked up.
Oh boy. Well, KT was pretty good at denying this in game 1. Stopping the DPS here, so no jump in for Score. Gonna flash it on in, and he misses the Q, but he gets the smite! Unbelievable. Somehow he's able to get that, and almost a kill on the Snowflower. Score was looking for the potential insect. He doesn't really have flash. Or he just straight up doesn't have flash. Hold that thought. Pawn might get caught again. They're going for it. Lots of stuff used here, but Umti will pay for it with his life. Now Ixu getting pretty low, missing that Dredge line though. It looks like Jin Air is going to be able to disengage off of that. But here comes Deft actually as Kuzan knew that duo of champions. They're doing that quite well. There's a third Infernal Drake coming up here. Uh-oh, Snowflower. Oh man, they actually do get that last Q with the ward there, and so that's gonna make it a lot. And so he will not be able to get out of this one. Guardian Angel is popped. And he tries to flash away, not exactly sure. Trying to even the score here a bit. They do get it with that Deathfire touch. In comes Kuzan with that Ghost. He wants Pawn, and Pawn has no escape. Down he goes. The teleport will have to be canceled. And so actually 2 members of KT.
A little bit out of position because they're fishing for vision control or kills, and a little bit needless.
Trying to lock up Smeb. See from behind, he wants to grab Death, but he just disappears. Didn't even see where that damage came out. The burst damage from Victor and from Score perhaps, and now this fight is just not going to go well. Ixu going to be knocked up. Definitely can't do anything to Score. Kuzan on the run. Doesn't have his Ghost. He used that earlier to try to chase Pawn. And there we go. Deft able to pick up the kill off the back foot. And so a fight gone wrong there for Jin Air leads to 4 deaths. And KT now looking to push mid.
KT might actually just tank this and go up it. Teddy looking for any angle. He actually flashes to proxy the wave. I don't think that that's entirely... Well, actually, hard for me to say if he... No, he definitely did not save the game. MF would have certainly been up to bullet time the minion wave.
Control ward on him, and I don't think he's going to be able to jump in. He's going to try with the flash, but not able to, and he immediately goes down. Curtain Call comes out, trying to deny some recalls. Definitely not going to get any kills here.
I was hoping to see a little bit of Jack and Rose. Smeb just stands in the line and lets Score recall, but...
And look at Smeb, he's just going 1v2 against Teddy and Snowflower in the back. Deft able to rejoin with his team, and it looks like Shen not able to quite do enough burst damage to take out the Ezreal. Maybe Vlad can? Just barely he does with that Zhonya's, but down he eventually goes. Snowflower trying his best to deny any of these recalls. Nice hook there by Smeb. Gonna finish this one off. Oh, there he goes.
Finally gets it, and Score, yeah, he's gonna push on with the Baron minions, and that's gonna be it for game number 3. Jin Air tried, but in the end they came up short.
Yeah, I mean, good first game, good showing tonight for sure. Doing a pretty good job here against KT overall, but KT, the better team at the end of it all, do take 2 games, finish it off with game number 3.
Deft having a super phenomenal performance in game number 3, 9-2-7.